Hello all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another interesting topic. In my last video, or in fact in my last two videos, I'd shown you how to import suppliers and then supplier addresses. So in this video, I'll show you how to import supplier sites using FBDI in Oracle Fusion. So pretty much it's more or less the same steps whatever we have followed in previous videos. If you have not watched my previous videos, please do so before you continue with the current video. So for my previous videos, please check out the description section of my current video. So let's proceed. So first we need to go to the this particular portal to download the template. So let me copy this. Go to cloud applications and then search for file data import for Oracle procurement. And then click on this file-based data import for Oracle Cloud Procurement Cloud, and then supplier model, then import supplier site. So we can download the template here, import supplier sites. This is supplier address, supplier attachments, supplier business classifications, contacts, products and categories, supplier site assignments, supplier sites. So download this template. Let me copy it to this my desktop. Open the template. So this template does both importing of the supplier side as well as third-party relationships. So what I'll do is I'll get rid of this. We are not interested in these third-party relationships. So just focus only on the supplier sites. So here you can go through. There is a explanation on how to download, how to generate a CSV file here. But at a high level, this particular template helps us in pushing the data into the interface tab from the file. So let me get rid of this. So here you have two options, create and update. So as we are trying to create a new supplier site, I'll go with the option of creator. And you need to specify the supplier name, procurement BI, as well as the supplier address under which you want to import this particular supplier site. So in my last video, I have created the supplier and supplier address of ABC ARV. So let me open that. Procurement suppliers here. Yeah, it's still opening. Sorry. So let me search for my supplier and get the exact name of the supplier so that I can copy and paste it in my template. I need to get the supplier name, supplier address name, and as well as the procurement BU, procurement business unit. Yes, search for ABC ARV Limited. Yeah, so this is the first one, ABC ARV Limited. ABC ARV Limited. And procurement BU. Yeah, so this is the supplier ABCRV Limited, and then address name. We even need the address name. So this is my address name. Let me copy this. Okay, and then procurement BU. So when you try to create the supplier site, then your procurement BU would be defaulted when you are trying to create using the UI. So let me copy the BU name and enter in my upload template. So this is the BU name, US1 business unit. US1 business unit. Okay. And then what should be my supplier site name? So this is my supplier site name. I'll just want to call it as ABC. Yeah, I'll just say ABC site 1. And whether I want this sourcing only site, no. I want this to be used for purchasing. I just say yes. This is procurement card. Just leave it blank. Whether I want to use it for invoicing, yes. So I just want to say yes. Primary pay, yes. So I want this to be my primary pay site. Communication method, yeah, it could be mail, and email ID. I'll just say yyyy@gmail.com. Let me click on show in additional attributes. There are a lot of other attributes, so you can just click on this tooltip, which will give you the explanation of each and every field, or you can refer to this comment, which will give the explanation of each and every field. So I'm not going through all these fields. I'm just focusing only on the critical attributes. When invoicing currency, again, I'm leaving it as blank so that it's going to pick it up from the OU, the business unit. Always take discount. I'll just get rid of that. These are all the attributes. Yeah. Okay, now go back to your steps. We have done this. So these are the different templates. So we are talking about this one. We have downloaded, prepared the template with the required data, and now convert this into CSV. Click on this generate CSV. So when you click on generate the CSV, system will try to create a zip file as well as the CSV file. It's trying to create zip file as well as CSV file for both your supplier site as well as the your third-party integrations. So I'm just ignoring the file for the third-party integrations. Anyways, so it says CSV and zip file have been created. Okay, now let me close this template. Okay, so even though it has created the CSV file, so just ignore them. Whenever we are importing, we need to import only the zip file. Okay, we have done this, and the next step is to populate the data into interface table by running a job load interface file for import. When you run this particular program, it reads the file and then import the data from the file into the interface table. So cancel this, go to your schedule process. Okay, done. Okay, schedule process would be under tools. Either you can go from here or you can just search for tools, and under tools, you can navigate to schedule process. Tools, schedule process. And then run the first one, load interface file for import. Okay, so it's still loading. Schedule new process. Click on the drop down and search for the program load interface file for import. So this is the first step, which will try to read the data from the file and push the data into the interface table if the data whatever is entered in the template looks good. So I'll just say load interface file for, double check, load interface file for import here. Search for this program. Yeah, select this program. It says transfer setup or transaction data files from a user specified location to the interface tables. Yeah, so user specified location, so that means you need to provide the file yeah, import process. And you need to select import supplier sites. So this is still the first step of running your load interface file for import, wherein the first parameter is to pick up the program name, which is import supplier sites. And after you select the program name, you need to specify the data file. So this is where system picks up our source data file. So import supplier site assignments. Sorry, we are importing supplier sites. So sorry, my bad. Import supplier site. And then select the data file or the source file. So browse and then pick that particular file from your desktop. Upload new file. Remember, as I mentioned earlier, we should be picking up only the zip file, even though system has generated the CSV file. So this is our POZ supplier sites. So that's our zip file. So once this particular program is completed, the data would be pushed to your interface table. Wait for this job to be completed. Once this job is completed successfully, then we can proceed to the next step, and the next step would be importing the data from the interface table to the base table. Yeah, load interface file for import, that's completed successfully. Now let us run our next program, which is importing the data from the interface table into the base table. So which is import supplier sites. Click on the drop down. Import supplier sites. Select this program. And in the description, you can see creates and updates supplier sites from the data in the supplier sites open interface table. So this particular program is pulling the data from the interface table, and then it will push the data to the base tables. Only once the data is pushed to your base table, you'll be able to see the data in the UI. So again, the parameters for this particular program, we can just leave them as the default parameters. So we need not select any file because the data is already available in the interface table. So this particular program is just pushing the data from interface table into the base table. Import options, new report exceptions only, just say no. So just report everything. Submit. So wait for this particular job to be completed, and if required, check the output file to ensure that the records were imported successfully. And after that, we can check in the UI if our supplier site is imported successfully, and you should be able to see our supplier site under our supplier, which is ABC ARV Limited. No, for some reason, I think today the environment is a bit slow. So this is the last step. So once this step is done, we should be able to search for the supplier and check if this supplier site has been assigned under this supplier and supplier address. Probably, maybe I'll pause the video, and once the job is completed successfully, I'll then start recording. Yeah, our job is completed. Now let's log into the UI and check if our supplier site is created under or supplier and supplier address. Okay, navigate to suppliers. And then search for supplier ABC ARV Limited. You can directly click on this and go for manage suppliers, or directly click on the search and then directly search for the supplier name. So I'll just go for this ABC ARV Limited. That's my supplier. So the first one. Yeah, so this is the first one, and then click on edit. And check if your supplier site has been created under this supplier. Yeah, so under this particular supplier, under sites, I can see my supplier site is created. So here you can see the site name, ABC site 1, and ABC site 1 is created, and here you can see the site purpose. We set sourcing only as no, purchasing as yes, pay as yes, and the primary pay as yes. Okay, and in my next video I'll show you how to complete the supplier site assignment. I mean, if there is only just one supplier site assignment, you can do it, but if there are hundreds of such suppliers and supplier sites wherein you want to do supplier site assignment, we can still again use the FBDI. So I'll try to show that in my next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video. For interesting videos on Oracle Financials, please do subscribe my channel. Thank you.